What's going on, people? It's your man, the White Bee. Once again, big shout out to my doggy, Alistair Scott, for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, we got some wiggy news for you, man, right now regarding the potential light skin prophet Enrico Itauma, aka Moses Itauma. Listen, man. Let me tell you the news first before I start ranting. Let's get to the news. Bosh, here we go. Yeah, Turkey put this out here on Ring Magazine. Moses Itauma. I don't even want to say this, but Moses. Listen, I like this light skin here. I like this half bake. That's the truth. I like this half bake. But again, come on, man. Anyway, let me tell you the news. Here's the news. Yeah, Moses Itauma is now the WBO's number one ranked heavyweight contender. Oh. WBO president Gustavo Glazoveri. He's a glazer man for sure. His name ain't Gustavo, he's Glazavo. Let me read it again. WBO president Glazavo Oliveira has revealed Joseph Parker owns the WBO interim belt and so will be their next mandatory challenger for Usyk vs Dubois winner. Okay, I mean, for me, I don't want to come on here and hate. So I think at this point, bearing in mind WBO have ranked him number one. And by the way, if let's obviously in another timeline, let's say Joseph Parker wasn't. If it's not usual for there to be an interim belt. Interim belts are only really made if the governing bodies foresee that the belts are going to be constipated, i.e., Usyk's got a fight booked. He had a fight booked with Fury twice. So it's been held up now. When was the last time the WBO fought for a belt? Or a challenger, rather. I can't even remember. Who was it? I think Joe Joyce has been waiting for that. That's great. I don't think no one's ever fought for a WBO mandatory. Joe Joyce had the mandatory like 3 years ago. And then he lost to Zhang. Had a rematch with Zhang. Zhang had it. All that time passed. Now Parker's got it. Parker's had how many fights since then? Since Zhang. He fought Bacoli. So this WBO belt ain't been fought for a minute. Anyway, my point is, it's quite unusual for there to be an interim champion, and hence, in a normal circumstance, yeah. If Parker wasn't, for example, the WBC, well, I think they have Caballero actually, but the IBF, for example, they don't have an interim champion. So if Itauma was in the interim champion, if Itauma was in the IBF, for example, if he'd gone that way, he'd be number one right now. He'd be mandatory challenger. Okay? So, based on that, based on the governing body claiming Moses Itauma is number one WBO ranked, he's up next, or should be traditionally up next for a mandatory shot, you might as well put him in the Hall of Fame. I think he's made it, man. That's the truth here, man. I think listen, I'm not a hater, man. Listen, he's knocked out 45-year-old plumbers and retired Deliveroo basketball players. Let's call a spade here. He's knocked out 45 trillion-year-old retired American rugby player. Okay? So, for me, I'd just strip Usyk, honestly. Strip Usyk now, and all the kind of Enrico Glazers. Oh, I've never seen a talent like it. You can't pick talent versus bums. That's just a story as old as time. I'm sorry. Particularly in the new age. Back in the day, it might have meant something. Now, these guys are pumped up. Their resumes are pumped up. And when they take a shot, it all goes out the window. And or if they're in a half decent fight, it all goes out the window. Look at AJ, the first time he's really in a half decent fight with Ruiz. Vlad was 50, man. Don't talk about Vlad. When he was, come on, Mr. Blobby, double cheese Ruiz. What happened there? Double cheese Ruiz can't punch. He can't punch. Oh, my speed, my movement. He can't punch. Bob Arum sacked his ass. He said he can't punch. He likes Andy Ruiz, got a good style, but he can't punch. They got rid of him. Top Rank did at the time. He was a free agent just hanging around the place and shit. Yeah? He can't punch. These new age man, they come up, get popped by a dude who can't punch, and AJ never been the same since. Okay? And that's AJ. To be fair to him, he has accomplished something. This guy ain't even got popped by Andy Ruiz yet. He ain't even been in there with half an Andy Ruiz. Yeah? His last fight, I'd have preferred, it would have been egregious even then, but I'd have preferred for them to move him to number one after McKean. At least you could do the space magic and say, well, Hergovich went life and death with McKean. Took him 1,000 rounds to get him out of there. Itauma sparkled him. So you can do some mental maths there and justify it. The rugby, again, all the Enrico glazing squad. They said, but YB, Mike Balogun, he was 21-1. I'm not interested in no fake moody resume. Yeah? I'm not interested, man. He fought one dude, an old washed up cruiserweight, Gassiev, and got sparkled. That's what matters. What names you beat. I'm not 21-1, and you're fighting in the back arse of nowhere. Against unranked dudes. I mean, there is some, allegedly, again, I need a name. Oh, AB, you're not hardcore. No, not hardcore, yeah, is what you man do. You see a 21-1 and say, well, he must be doing something. No, he must not be doing something at all. That's exactly the opposite. When you see 21-1 and all you see is stiffs, and the one good fight he got knocked out in 2 rounds, that's what you take. You take the knocked out in 2 rounds against someone half decent. Yeah? I don't care if you're 60-1 and you've fought pure stiffs. It's as good as nothing. Yeah? If you're 60-1 and the only name you fought, you got sparked, forget about the first 60, right? Forget about the 60 wins. It's irrelevant completely. Well, you haven't done. I'm not saying I have, but I'd tell you the same. If I was getting in there, yeah, with unnamed operators, and I've took 60 of them out, I'd say, I'll be honest, say, listen, man, it don't really mean nothing. Because if this cat here, the retired rugby player, was doing something, he'd have gone, at least took Gassiev the distance or a few rounds. He didn't even land a punch in that fight. And I like Balogun for what I like rugby players boxing. I'm not he came to fight, to be fair. With the primitive skills he had, he came to fight. I'm not slagging him off, but let's not do this. Let's not. I'm putting it out there right now. Let's not put Moses Itauma in the Hall of Fame, okay? Yeah? This is an official petition from the boxing gods. We're not putting him in the Hall of Fame. A lot of you glazers and the WBO right now would put him in the Hall of Fame. They'd take out Muhammad Aymar Jack Johnson Ali to put this guy in. That's how it's feeling to me now. Yeah? That's what I'm hearing. My connects at the Hall of Fame told me, yeah, the Hall of Fame's kind of full right now, so we're looking to get rid of Muhammad Aymar Jack Johnson Ali and put Enrico in, because Yeah, I don't get man wanking off. He ain't done nothing, man. Listen, if he goes in there and he sparkles, even Dave Allen, for example. Let's say he went in there and gets Dave Allen out there in 2. Something that's never been done before. Okay. Yeah? Okay, but normally, even then though, I think Dave Allen probably should be ranked. I mean, Johnny Fisher was ranked top 10. I believe. Let me check that. At one point, Johnny Fisher was ranked top 10, so I'd put Dave Allen top 10. But even so, I'm not even saying necessarily Itauma would sparkle Dave Allen. I'm sorry, I've seen some holes in there. Obviously, Itauma would have to be the favourite. But if Dave's bang on it, I need to see it is the point. That's the point of sports. Yeah? You don't do sports on a piece of paper. I need to see it. Dave Allen's durable. He's having a renaissance of his career. Yeah? Durable. Renaissance. Let's see what he does. You just got... Johnny Fisher didn't do nothing in there. Not that he was any good, but they put Johnny Fisher was a top 10. Let me find this guy. Let me find Fisher right now. Here we go. Oops, busted. Here we go. WBA rankings. Johnny Fisher's ranked number 13. And you see this little red thing here. Oh my god, Johnny Fisher's still ranked 13th after being sparked. These are the new rankings from WBA. Johnny Fisher is ranked 13. So I was correct. And that's after moving down 3 places. He was ranked number 10. Okay. So where's Dave Allen at, man? Where's Dave Allen at? Make that make sense. Where Dave Allen at? I'm on off topic here, but where's Dave Allen at? How you got Fisher 13th and Dave Allen ain't on the list? He should be 10th now, or higher, to be honest. What are these guys doing, man? If Fisher was 10th and he got sparked, he should be ahead of all these random names and no picture having ass dudes here. I'd put him ahead of Gassiev at this point. What's Gassiev done at heavyweight? We don't know what he done at heavyweight. I think Wallin boxed him up, so forget about Gassiev. I like Gassiev, but forget about him for now. Would Gassiev sparkle Fisher? Maybe. Anyway, I'll completely digressed it. Listen, let me tell you something now. Itauma just beat, let's see what ranking that plumber is. This ranking, yeah. Mike Balogun with a pumped up fake NFL record is ranked 103rd in the undisputed rankings. 103rd. Okay? So how do you beat a 45-year-old retired American rugby player? How do you beat him and jump over the following names? Itauma is now ranked above Hrgovic, who just had a win against Joe Joyce on late notice. And how I score fights, or how I rate things, is if you take something on 4 weeks notice and get a win, that gets even more credit than a full count, bottom line. Hrgovic comes in on 4 weeks notice and he beats Joe Joyce. Okay? How is Itauma? Did Itauma not... Listen, I like that fight for Itauma. Yeah? I like that fight for Itauma. I like that fight for Dave Allen as well, but you get the point. If Itauma had just knocked out Joe Joyce in 2 rounds, or knocked him out at all because Hrgovic couldn't do it, I'd be saying, well, if Hrgovic is second, okay, let's put Itauma first, for argument's sake. He just knocked out a dude who ain't done nothing, man. He's 50, he's 50. Forget about anything else. He's 50. Huh? Hey, people, time don't go backwards. Oh, some corny cat in the comments. Oh, YB, he's actually only 41. Listen, man, time don't go back. Yeah? He's in his 50s, is what he is. He's not in his 30s. Oops. He's in his 50s. He's headed... Where's he heading to on the timeline? He's heading to 50. So we round up. He ain't heading to... People, call me a liar. Is he heading to... Listen. Is Mike Balogun heading to 30? No, he's not. Is he even heading to 40? No, he's not. He's heading to 50. That's where he's heading. He's 50 years old. Yeah, I like him. He did well for what it's worth. He did well for a washed-up American rugby player. Fair play to him. It's not about that. I'm not digging at him. What I am digging at... How do you knock him out and you get to number 1 and you've surpassed Hrgovic? I don't even rate Hrgovic like that, to be fair. But still, Hrgovic done something, is the point. He beat Zhang, went life and death. He got stopped by Dubois. But he's in the mix of top names. He's got some wins over top names and he's got a loss to top names. That's what gets your ranking up. What doesn't get your ranking up? What doesn't get you in the Hall of Fame? What doesn't get you replacing Muhammad, Ahmad, Jack Johnson Ali in the Hall of Fame? Is knocking out a 50-year-old rugby player, man. That does not. And you can say, mate, hate, nothing to do with hate. I like giving, well, I probably am, I do lean on the negative side, I'm not going to lie, if I'm honest with myself, but come on, man. Let's not do this one. This is not, you don't have to be super neggy to call this out. Number 1 for what? In the UFC, it's almost like you keep what you kill. Yeah? And there was a famous film, a famous philosophical film with Vin Diesel in. I forgot what it's called now. Yeah, and the guy who's taking soul says, you keep what you kill. It's like, oh, yeah, 100%. You keep what you kill. So until Itauma, look at the top 10 here. There's a whole bag of man he could have had a go on or tried to and earned his ranking. Guess who weren't in the top 10? For me, to get into the top 10, okay, you have to beat someone in the top 10. It's not take out number 945 and glaze your way, talk sport, all the industry plan. Yeah? Now listen, if they want to make a global glaze rankings, then no problem with that. That's what they should do. Talk sport, all the industry plants should make their own organisation. Their own ranking, undisputed organisation. Yeah? Global glaze rankings. And put a town to the top. That's fair play to you, man. That's fair play to you, man. But the rankings, the legit rankings, are supposed to have a little bit of legitness, man. Come on. Look at the names on here that Town was jumped ahead of. He's jumped ahead of Hrgovic. We've explained that. He's jumped ahead of Zhang. Zhang, okay, he got stopped by, in my opinion, the most dangerous heavyweight in the world. But Zhang's up there. He's been fighting top names. He could have arguably beat Parker. He's there or thereabouts. He schmokled Joe Joyce. Schmokled him. That's what he did. He's in the mix with top names. Winning some and losing some. Yeah? What top names has Itauma won some and lost some or knocked them all out when? Give me half a name. Let's see who else on here. Okoli, well, I don't know. At least he's been world champion-ish at cruiserweight. we didn't really like this. I think Okoli's #1 in WBC. I didn't really like that either. He ain't done nothing either. But a little he's fourth though. Okoli and Itauma again. Listen, Okoli, to be fair, his last fight heavyweight was a stinker up against a plumber. So that really set the precedent. When Okoli fought a complete plumber and got put to #1, that got all the other governing bodies saying, "Oh, okay, can be done." That was a few months ago. Okoli fights some dude called Mohamed Sandy something. Mohamed Sandy something. Knocked him out. Okoli was 1,000-to-1 favourite. He was never going to knock him out. Knocks him out and then he jumps to #1. I'm thinking, what are we doing that for? What's going on here? Yeah? Is Lawrence Okoli really serving food in his restaurant? Or was he serving someone else to them Prince man? Oops. I don't know what he's serving there, man. Something seemed off to me, though. Something seemed off to me. Let's see the ranking of the guy Okoli knocked out. Let's see the ranking right now. Let's check this one here. Let's see if he's any better than Balogun. Let's see if he's better than Balogun. That's what we're going to do right now. Because Balogun... Let's see what Mike Rugby-A-Gun was. Mike Rugby-A-Gun was ranked 103. Let's check what... Here we go. Hussein Sandy Mohammed. That was his name. Let's see his ranking. Oh my god, it's even worse. Oh, maybe Itauma should be ranked #1. Oh man, Mike Balogun was... That's just mad. These are the end times, folks. These are the end times. Truly Babylonian times. You don't know what people are doing to get on these times, is the truth. We assume it's boxing, but something ain't adding up to me, man. It's not adding up to me. Yeah? The dude Okoli beat to get WBC #1 was ranked 156th in the world. That's where he was ranked. Now, to be fair to Okoli, although he wasn't champion, he had that Moody Bridger weight. So maybe Okoli might have more of a claim because he has the champion in a lower weight class clause. Usyk used this. When you're a champion in a lower weight class, it kind of jumps you up. When you move up in weight, you're almost entitled to a pretty imminent shot at the title. But still, this ain't right for me. I don't believe in that rubbish. Unless you're like Usyk. Okoli got punched up at cruiserweight. Yeah? He got punched up at cruiserweight. And Bridgerweight's got no depth to it, so I'm not interested in a fake Moody belt. Okay? The rule should be, and I think, to be fair, that's what Usyk did. Usyk didn't actually go straight to a world title. He beat Chisora. And then he fought AJ, which is fair enough. Look how good... And I think that was one of Chisora's better fights. He turned up in that fight, if that makes sense. So, Usyk was the dog's bollocks at cruiserweight, and he still fought Chisora before AJ. Yeah? Okoli and... What's his name? Itauma don't even have a Chisora type, and Chisora right now is ranked top 10 almost across the board, and rightfully so. But yeah, Hussein Mohammed was 156 when Okoli gained his #1 ranking in WBC. Mike Balogun 103rd. And meanwhile, you've got, like I've said, Hrgovic, cucked. Zhang, cucked. Okoli, or whatever. Anderson. I don't even know why he's top 5 for. Why is Anderson top 5? He ain't even fought no one. AJ, Chisora, Gassiev. So just the thing, the rankings are quite weak. Fisher's ranked 13th in these as well. It's like, fucking hell, man. Why ain't Dave Allen... I heard apparently Dave Allen don't want to pay for the ranking, which might make sense, but still, Fisher should be out. Whether Dave Allen pays for the ranking or not, Fisher should be out, man. Sorry, what's he still hanging around? He ain't world class. Wait, he's doing better than me, and no one's saying he's not. That's what some of you weirdos get twisted. You think I'm sitting here saying I'm dog's bollocks? I'm broke as shit. I've been said that. So it's nothing. It's about the facts. I'm broke, and Fisher is not world class. Those two things are facts. Yeah? Nothing to do with my position, okay? What have you done? What has he done, man? To be top 13 in the world? That's the better question. Oops. Piss me off. I have to come on here. You always saying that. I'm sick and tired of coming on here, yeah? And there's a whole bunch of gay shit going on. That's how it feels to me right now. It's pure, bunches of it. Too much RuPaul. Everywhere I look, there's some RuPaul going on. It's boxing, RuPaul. How does RuPaul end up in boxing, man? Everywhere you look, there's a RuPaul. Itauma's ranked #1, RuPaul. End of the day, man. Itauma. And this ain't the hate train. It's not necessarily, is it his fault? I think, we know This is the thing with WBO. What do we know about WBO? WBO is Frank Warren's. Frank Warren's got some deep ties with the WBO. The WBO enabled Billy Joe to fight some random dude, Shifat Safufi, for what they call it, for a vacant belt. Yeah, that's what he's got, that relationship. Frank Warren's the guy who's known to get people WBO shots. So this is clearly Frank Warren's doing. I'm not hating on Itauma, although his mouth, it's not necessarily hate though, his mouth talks too much, and I'm not seeing it backed up. So that got my back up. He slagged Joe Joyce off, he slagged Hrgovic off, he slagged a whole bag of man off, and then he picked, this is honestly one of the worst fights I've seen. Dempsey McKean and whack, Dempsey McKean, that run there, bang on time, fair play to him. But then he stepped back. That's what he's done. I think in his third fight, he fought the guy who, durable guy, big, heavy unit, warthog, that Riakporhe just stopped, and that was his third fight. That was a better. Itauma couldn't stop him. Itauma went 6 rounds with that guy. Let me find him now, quick, for you, man. That's what we're gonna do. I've got his name, but the point is, this guy's a step back. What was his name? Where is it? He went points with him. Kevin Nicholas Espindola. You fought him in your 4th fight. Sorry, that was a more durable guy than your 12th fight. It's all the weirdos. Again, you got all these weird dudes saying, "Oh, Muhammad, look who Muhammad Ali fought at this time. Oh, but Muhammad Ali this. Oh, but Muhammad Ali that." I'm not a historian. I probably should go back. I bet they weren't as stiff as Mike Balogun, though. Seriously. Them old school man, even bums from the old school, they knew how to scrabble. Generally speaking. There probably were some bums as well, yeah, but in the main, they did know how to scrabble. So it's not the same. Mike Balogun, oh, come on, man. He was muffin top, man. Come on. He's old as well. I have to look into it, but I don't think Ali was fighting 50-year-old dudes. Sorry. And why step back for? Oh, it's only 12 fights. Well, you was fighting better dudes 8 fights ago. So what you can do? Be 20-0 and say, well, oh, but he's only 20-0. Look what Wilder did. That's the next thing that's coming. Oh, but look what Wilder did. And oh, no, it's just so good. No one can hang with him. If no one can hang with him, put him in there then. Oh, he's still learning. Learning what? What did he learn from that fight? He learned how to get caught by a southpaw right hook and got lucky, if anything, about learning. He got caught with, I've done a video on it. In 1.5 rounds, he got caught with a left hook 3 times. That's what he learned. What? And maybe that's part of the thing. Maybe that's... Is he going to tighten it up? I don't know. I think you need to be in a fight where you're actually consistently... Balogun, come on. He's got 50-year-old legs, man. He couldn't get there. He was trying. It's like digging your granddad up from somewhere. And trying to get him to do something. He wants to do it. Balogun had the intention and the heart to do it. But your legs, man. Old legs. No good. CTE NFL legs. Rugby. No good. Come on. So they've put him number 1. And, I mean, to some extent, is this a good thing? Well, I'm going to be hating, so probably not. But to some extent, it makes you wonder, well, if you're number 1 now, you can't now fight someone outside of the top 15, can you? Yeah. But then again, if it's been orchestrated, my base case would be, this has been orchestrated. Hence, it won't really matter that he's number 1 and fight someone who's 100th again, ranked 100th. They'll just make it happen. So he gets a ranking, but at the end of the day, he hasn't, people. Whether you think Itauma is the second coming of the light-skinned prophet or not, it's absolutely fair to say, and true, he has not earned it. He has not earned... Let me see. Come on. All the Enrico Itauma glazers, you tell me honestly, do you sit there and say, can you sit there and say, Itauma has earned his number 1 ranking? I want to see in the comments now. Yeah? Because I think he's got potential. I'll admit that. He's got potential and he's probably the best prospect right now. But Jared Anderson was the best prospect at one point. Look at him. And he fought hard against Bacoli. I'm not slagging him off, but it just shows you boxing's, all sport, it's uncertain. You can think you're the prospect all you want until you're not. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to earn things though, and it shits on everyone else who's been putting half decent work in. Even a Jagba, I didn't like his style. I don't rate him. He beat Bacoli in my opinion. How's he 12th? So he beats Martin Bacoli, and Itauma's just jumped like out of nowhere. It's like, what? For doing what? It's kind of like it makes me want to wobble my head. Like, what in the RuPaul is this? What in the RuPaul is this, people? That's what makes you want to say, if I'm honest. Yeah, I don't often incite the RuPaul, but this is getting RuPaulish for me now. Yeah, this right here is getting RuPaul-ish for me. It's off key. End of the day. End of the day. And the worst thing is, well, let me listen. Frank Warren's come out and said that Itauma was going to be getting on the card in July, and that's not long away. I think the July card is what? Was it July 15th or something? Let me check my gambling account, because that'll tell me for sure. Because we've got some shmoney. Let's assume it's... let's have a look. Dubois versus Usyk 2 date. Let's have a look right quick. That's what we're going to do right now. Let's have a look right quick. July 19th. So, what is that going to be? 8 weeks at most? 8 weeks away? And guess what happens? Listen, let me tell you something now. I like the fact that fighters are active. I like the fact that he's getting back in the ring in two months. My issue is, though, is the okie doke. The issue is, though, the RuPaul. How does the RuPaul fix in here? I'll tell you how right now. How it fixes in here is, it enables them now to say, oh, wow, we just had a fight. Regardless of the fact it was a stiff, that doesn't, to the unwashed masses, to the unwashed, cucked, glazed talk sport TV masses, come on, they love a narrative. Yeah? They love a narrative, is what they love. Oh, well, he just fought. Of course, YB, he has to fight another stiff, because he only came out 2 months ago. And in normal circumstances, that might be okay. That might be okay in normal circumstances, if he's just building. But number one ranked, calling everyone out. I don't expect it to be someone decent. The fact it's 8 weeks away, he's going to want some rest probably. Not that he needs it. Rest for what? I don't know what he's resting for, but there's no way they're going to go into a big fight now 2 months after a small fight. He just had 6 months off and dug up Mike Balogun. Yeah? He had 6 months off and his best thing he could find was Mike Balogun. Rugby. 50-year-old. Okay? So now this is arguably already, at this point, they haven't even announced an opponent. So guess what? It's probably going to take him another 4 weeks to announce the opponent. Hence, is Itauma really going to fight someone decent on 4 weeks' notice? Even if he's in the gym training now, there's no way he's going to want time. Yeah? So it's going to be, I think probably, I'm thinking something like Ebenezer Tete. That's the best we can hope for at this point, honestly. I think the best we can sit here and hope for. Listen, if they get Joe Joyce in there, fair play to them. I'm on that one. That will definitely be a solid test. Hrgovic couldn't put him out, for example. And I'd back Itauma to win that fight, but I wouldn't be shocked at all. No, Joyce is too slow. Sorry. Joyce is too slow. He's way too slow. I saw him against Hrgovic. He's way too slow, man. I don't think he could ever... listen, I don't see how he'd catch... Itauma is quick. Whatever you say about him, he is quick. And even if he's leaky-deaky, Joe's a sucker for the overhand. This could look like Dempsey McKean too, to be honest. Yeah? But if they get Joe Joyce in there, fair play to them. It won't be Joe Joyce. It should be. It won't be Joe Joyce. It will be a 4 weeks notice. Ebenezer Tete. Yeah? Maybe not. The only reason they won't choose Tete is because Fraser Clark did him in a round or two. So it sets the precedent then and it's awkward. But if Fraser Clark had stunk the place out and made a meal of it, it'll be that kind of guy. Oh, well, Fraser Clark went life and death. We sparked him. So it's going to be someone like that. Someone who's proper, just 50 years old at least again. And it'll be stinky. I hope I'm wrong. I hope there's loads of names knocking around. And I'm not going to keep banging on about it now, but I've got a video coming tomorrow talking about who he should fight. But oh man, it's not hard to find. I don't even know where they found this guy, Mike Balogun. I've never heard of him. Sorry. Of all the man out there, how do you fight Marius Wack? Heard of him. Dempsey McKean, heard of him. How did you go for Mike Balogun? Now, some people have said, well, YB, he was injured. Frank Warren said it a few times. I heard dude was at the Mobos. That's what I heard. That's what he been doing. Yeah. Oh, I was at Mobiles, yeah. I heard him on there with that dude. Bruv. Castillo. Oh, man, I'm at the Mobiles, yeah. Hey, ooh. Who is... Oh, man, yeah, ooh. I got my chain on and my grilling, yeah. Ooh. That's what he was doing. He went to Mobiles with the white girls. That's what he was doing, man. Let's call it a spade. He'd been hanging out the back of... Listen, the light-skinned prophet has been hanging out the back of the white girls at the Mobiles. That's where he's been for 6 months, man. He ain't been training. He ain't been injured. Okay? He's gone to his head. And you can always tell when someone's feeling themselves. Because they start acting out. Again, calling out Bacoli, calling out Joyce. He seemed quite stoic for me. But he's a little bit going to his head. He's like, yeah, Joyce, I'd do Joyce some proper serious harm. I wouldn't want to fight Joe Joyce. I wouldn't want to do it to his mum. Do you know what I mean? That's what he was. Them kind of bars. Yeah. I wouldn't want to fight Joe Joyce. His mum's good people. Yeah. His mum is good people's. I wouldn't want to do her like that. Yeah. That's what he was saying. Okay. That's reckless, man. At this point, be respectful until you've caught a body of someone half alive. Then do what. Listen, man. I'm not someone who's. How many bandwagons have you seen me jump on? I'm not afraid to jump on a bandwagon and ride it. Pause. I'll be doing that. But I need to see something. Like, for example, Bacoli. We was hanging at the back of him when he sparked Anderson. Oh, he's too big. He's too strong. Usyk will do nothing. I'm on it. But you got to give me something to work with. Just one win. It don't take much to get the YB riding. You know what I'm saying, no diddy? It don't take me much. Yeah? I need you to beat one dude, pause. And I'm on that bandwagon. For sure. One dude, one good named dude. That's all it takes. Not that it matters to him, but I'm just saying, we can't do this. This is degeneracy. Yeah? This is end time degeneracy. That's what this is. Just hoping for... Oh, he's here. Yeah? When the masses give up hope, politically, they start looking at sports stars. He's come. He's going to save her. That's what they do, for sure. Yeah? That's what they're doing. But this guy, Moses, he's come to save us. He's not come to save us yet. Yeah? I think he's got... Listen, right now, he is the best thing we've got, potentially. He's the best potential. But at this point, like I said yesterday or the other day, he's the undisputed bumslayer. Yeah? The pound for pound number one, granddad, OAP, retiree. This guy retired from the NFL. That's the truth. Yeah? So Moses Itauma, no OAP, no retired athlete can hang with Moses Itauma. That's what he's earned for me. I'd bet my life that if you're 45-year-old and you've had the best years of your life bashed out of your head in an NFL defensive line, Itauma can knock your head off. Yeah? I can't do any more than that. I think he'd beat Joyce. But what was that? I thought Tank Davis would beat Lamont Roach too. So there's no good asking me what I think. Or anyone, to be honest. Yeah? These things are good until they ain't. Johnny Fisher was 10-1 favourite. That means 90% of people were backing Fisher to beat Dave Allen the first time. And even in the rematch, 75% of people were backing, Fisher to beat Dave Allen. And that was a competitive fight. You can't go based on these ones. The Babbage, more or less, was like Balogun. Came right in, swinging left and right. Similar kind of level. But anyway, congratulations to Moses Itauma for his number one ranking. Congratulations to Moses Itauma for Enrico Itauma making it to the Hall of Fame. That isn't a big achievement. And it's not something everyone... I'll never be in the Hall of Fame or nothing. So I salute Moses Itauma. Listen, he knocked out a 45-year-old rugby player and he's made it to the Boxing Hall of Fame. And that is a rare feat. We're not even sure AJ will get there, for example. So Moses Itauma being inducted to the Hall of Fame is an honour. And he's earned it at the end of the day. We can't argue with it. I know I say some negative things, but for me, he's earned it. No one can deny it. Yeah? Just ask G-Man and Ade, they'll tell you. Come on, man, stop playing. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like for the bell. 100%, there's no doubt about this. Some people stop it. Bye.